students. Today our second geography lesson. The previous class we discussed about how did the seasons are occurred on the earth. The last topic we discussed about the apparent movement of the sun. Okay, don't you study the apparent movement of the sun? What is the apparent movement of the sun? Then the sun shift apparently from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of Capricorn, isn't it? The sun shift apparently from the Tropic of Capricorn to Tropic of Cancer. Okay, listen, look here. This is the Tropic of Cancer, 23 half degree north. Latitude is the Tropic of Cancer. The sun shift apparently from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, and this is the throughout the year the Earth is maintaining this revolution. This is the apparent movement of the sun. And the last class we stopped to here. Okay. Then what is the result of the apparent movement of the sun? Well, first result is the occurrence of season. We are getting the different season due to the apparent movement, getting the different season. First result is the occurrence of season. Second result is the variation in solar energy, isn't it? Variation in solar energy. Then many times I informed that the sun is standing here, and then here the sun, and the sun is standing here, and then here is the equator. The sun rays fall vertically over the equator to here. So this region, that is the 20 between the 23 Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. These regions are getting the too much sunlight, isn't it? And then here there is a 66 half degree. The sunrise is landing to here, so there is a not getting the too much temperature is to here in the northern and south pole. So because of the apparent movement of the sun, variation in solar energy and variation in temperature. Understood? That is the result of the apparent movement of the sun. First one is the occurrence of season, then variation in solar energy and variation in temperature. That is the result of the apparent movement of the sun. Okay, all of you look at the screen. If you have the textbook, you underline the very important point in the textbook. And the apparent movement of the sun due to inclination of the axis of the region, occurrence of season. Underline the occurrence of season. First result is the apparent movement of the sun, occurrence of the season, and the second result is that variation in the amount of solar energy. Don't you see? Variation in the sunlight falls on the due to apparent movement of the sun. The sun rays fall vertically over one hemisphere during half of the year and the other hemisphere. Then variation in the temperature and variation in the solar energy. That is the 3 points of the result of the apparent movement of the sun. Understood? And what is the result of the apparent movement of the sun? One is the occurrence of season. In the textbook, there is one paragraph is there. In that paragraph, 3 points is there. One is the occurrence of season, and the second result is the variation in the solar energy, and the third result is the variation in temperature. That is the result of the apparent movement of the sun. Okay. Then next we are going to then study about the summer and winter season. Understood? Summer and winter season. Okay. Then apparent movement of the sun shift apparently from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. And previous class we discussed that once in a year, 2 times the sun reaches over the equator. At the time of revolution, the sun reaches over the equator in the 2 times. ഒരുപാട് വട്ടം പറഞ്ഞു സണ്ണല്ല എർത്താണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് പിന്നെ സണ്ണ് പറയുന്നത്. സണ്ണ് ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. എർത്താണ് റവല്യൂഷൻ. revolutionly പോകുന്നത് sun അല്ല. Again I am reminding that point. Okay, March 21st and September 23rd. Then the once in a year, 2 times the sun reaches over the equator. Which day? March 21st and September 23rd. Understand? March 21st, at the time of revolution of the apparent movement of the sun reaches over the equator. March 21st and September 23rd. Okay, then we are considering March 21st is the then the sun reaches over the equator March 21st, and after March the sun is apparently shifting to the position to northern hemisphere. Then March, April, May, then June. So sun is over the equator March 21st. After that, the position of the sun is moving towards the northern hemisphere. The sun shifted. Here is the equator, from the equator to Tropic of Cancer. Understand? After reaching here, the sun shifted the position from the equator to Tropic of Cancer. The movement of the sun, the apparent movement of the sun from equator to northern hemisphere. Then after March, April, May, June. June 21st, the sun reaches over the Tropic of Cancer, isn't it? The sun reaches over the Tropic of Cancer June 21st. So sun ഇവിടെ ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ March 21st, the position of the sun is to here. At that time, what is the result of this position of the sun? Northern hemisphere, and this is the fully northern hemisphere. This area fully northern hemisphere. Below the equator here fully is the southern hemisphere. And so the position of the sun is over the equator. Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere getting equal day and night. Understood? Then the northern hemisphere, both the hemisphere getting the equal day and night. Equal day and night 12-hour daytime and 12-hour night. The position of the sun is here, March 21st, over the equator. The result of this this result is that northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere getting the equal day and night. Both hemisphere getting equal day and night. Sun March 21 ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോൾ northern hemisphere southern hemisphere എന്താണ് equal day and night. Then after that, sun is moving towards the Tropic of Cancer. Northern hemisphere. The position of the sun is over the northern hemisphere, and the correct position is the Tropic of Cancer. But ഈ സമയങ്ങളിൽ മാർച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ ഏപ്രിൽ മെയ് ജൂൺ ഈ മാസങ്ങളിലെ എല്ലാ സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ എവിടെയാണ്? നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ. June 21st, sun reaches over the Tropic of Cancer. Understand? June 21st, sun reaches over the Tropic of Cancer. At that time, the position of the sun is fully in the northern hemisphere. Sun എവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്? നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്തായിരിക്കും? ലോങ് ഡേ ആൻഡ് ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് ഷോർട്ട് night. ഇവർക്ക് പകല് കൂടുതലും രാത്രി കുറവുമായിരിക്കും. Why did? Because the position of the sun is in the northern hemisphere. That means that June 21st, sun reaches over the equator. At that time, northern hemisphere long day and short night. Understood? ഇപ്പൊ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് നോർത്ത് ഭാഗത്തുള്ള ആളുകൾക്കൊക്കെ എന്താ കിട്ടുന്നത്? ലോങ് ഡേ ആൻഡ് ഷോർട്ട് നൈറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ. Then after June 21st, the sun shift the position to equator. Then June, July, then August. June, July, and August. The sun shift the position from Tropic of Cancer to equator. The sun shifted the position from Tropic of Cancer to equator. That is after June, July, August, September 23rd, sun again reaches over the equator. September 23rd, sun again reaches over the equator. March 21st and September 23rd, the position of the sun is over the equator. Again, the sun will comes over the equator. Which day? Which month? September 23rd. At that time, again, there is an both hemisphere equal day and night. Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere getting equal day and night. Understood? After the tropic, after here, the sun shift the position to equator. Here is the 0° equator. And September 23rd, the sun again reaches over the equator. At that time, again, both hemisphere equal day and night. 12-hour night and 12-hour daytime. So March 21st and September 23rd, that day is known as the equinox. That day is known as the equinox. Equinox. That means that both the hemisphere equal, getting the equal day and night. Which day? March 21st and September 23rd equinox. Then after that, September 23rd, the sun again shifting the position to southern hemisphere. This is fully southern hemisphere. 0° equator മുതൽ താഴെ വരെ എന്താണ് southern hemisphere ആണ്. But sun's position again moving towards the southern hemisphere, and December 22nd, the sun reaches over the Tropic of Capricorn. 23 half degree south is the Tropic of Capricorn. Then after September 23rd, the sun shifted apparently shifted the position to southern hemisphere. Then after September, October and November. October, November. After that, the sun reaches over the Tropic of Capricorn. Which day? December 22nd. December 22nd, again, then the sun is moving towards the shift the position and apparently move to the southern hemisphere. And December 22nd, the position of the sun is in the Tropic of Capricorn. Understood? The position of the sun is Tropic of Capricorn. Which month? December 22nd. The December 22nd, the position of the sun is in the Tropic of Capricorn. At that time, the sun is here. Sun is fully in the southern hemisphere. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇവിടെ sun ഇല്ല. ഇവിടെയാണ് sun നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ southern hemisphere long day and short night. In the northern hemisphere short day and long night. Understood? അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ ഓർത്തിരിക്കുക, നവംബർ ഡിസംബർ മാസങ്ങളിലൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എന്തായിരിക്കും? India, our Asian continent is the northern hemisphere, our country also in the northern hemisphere. The month of October, November, December, our climate is the winter season, so very cold climate. Why did it experiencing the cold climate? Because the position of the sun is in the southern hemisphere. മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് സണ്ണിന്റെ സ്ഥാനം ഇവിടെ, സൺ എവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്? സദേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ. വി ആർ ഇൻ ദ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയർ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വൈ October, November month we are the experience of the winter season. Understand? ഈ സമയങ്ങളിൽ നമുക്ക് നല്ല തണുപ്പായിരിക്കും. Our Christmas season is at that time winter season. But in the southern hemisphere, then the Australia is fully in the southern hemisphere. The Australian continent fully in the southern hemisphere. So in the Christmas season, in Australia, so the Christmas season is the summer. The people of Australia, their Christmas season in the Christmas season, summer is there. Australia Christmas season summer ആണ്. പക്ഷേങ്കിൽ നമുക്കാണെങ്കിൽ Christmas season then the winter season. What's the reason? Because the position of the sun is in the southern hemisphere. I understood that. All of you follow me. Okay, very simple and a very interesting topic is there now, and not difficult one. Okay, December 22nd, the position of the sun is in the tropical Capricorn. So here fully getting the summer and the northern hemisphere getting the winter season. So we are always considering the northern hemisphere. That is why then the long night and short day is getting the northern hemisphere. Understand? Long night and short day is getting in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Again, the sun after December 22nd, again the position of the sun is again changing, and the sun shift towards the equator. December December, then January, then February, and this month again sun is here, January, February, then again March, sun is again comes to over the equator, isn't it? So once in a year, 2 times, March 21st and April 20th. The sun is over the equator. This phenomenon is known as the equinox. What is the result of equinox? Then equal day and night in both hemisphere, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere getting equal day and night. Okay. Then after that the sun is reaches June 21st. At that time, Tropic of Cancer. At that time, the position of the sun is in the northern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, getting the long day and short night. This is known as summer solstice. Summer solstice. This is known as summer solstice in northern hemisphere. It is known as the summer solstice in northern hemisphere, which then the position of the sun is in the Tropic of Cancer, June 21st. June 21st, the position of the sun is in the Tropic of Cancer. At that time, northern hemisphere getting the long day and short night. മനസ്സിലായോ? Sun ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിലുള്ളവർക്കൊക്കെ എന്താ കിട്ടുന്നത്? ഡേ ടൈം കൂടുതലാണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്, രാത്രി കുറവ്. അതിനെയാണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? സമ്മർ സോൾസ്റ്റൈസ് ഇൻ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയർ. Understood? Summer solstice in northern hemisphere. Then again sun is moving to equator and reaches September 23rd. Then sun is again here equator. Then again both the hemisphere, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere getting the equal day and the night. This is known as the equinox. So the equinox 2 times, March 21st and September 23rd. The result of equinox is that both the hemisphere equal day and night. Okay. Then again sun is after September 23rd. The position of the sun is moving towards the Tropic of Capricorn. Then at the time December 22nd, the position of the sun is in the Tropic of Capricorn. Here, Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. At that time, long night and short day in the northern hemisphere. It is known as winter solstice. It is known as winter solstice. Understand? Winter solstice in northern hemisphere. We are considering the northern hemisphere. സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ ഇവിടെ ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ എന്താണ്? വിന്റർ ആയിരിക്കും. Then സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ ഇവിടെ ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ എന്താണ്? സമ്മർ ആയിരിക്കും. Understand? Summer and winter. Okay, we are considering the northern hemisphere. Okay. Then the position of the sun is in the southern hemisphere. What will be the day and what will be the conditional day and night in the southern hemisphere? The position of the sun is in the southern hemisphere. The position of the sun is over the Tropic of Cancer. What is the result to here? Southern hemisphere, long day and short night. മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് സൺ ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ ഈ സദർൻ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ എന്താണ്? ലോങ് ഡേയും ഷോർട്ട് നൈറ്റും. സൺ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്താ കിട്ടുന്നത്? ഇവിടെ ലോങ് ഡേയും ഷോർട്ട് നൈറ്റും. അത് സമ്മർ solstice, either winter solstice. And position of the sun is over the equator, March 21st and September 23rd, getting the equal day and night in both hemispheres. It is known as the equinox. Understand? What is the equinox? Very important topic. What is the equinox and what is the summer solstice and what is the winter solstice? And at the time the question is like that, where is the position of the sun in the summer solstice? What is the result? Where is the in the summer solstice? Where is the position of the sun? Summer solstice is sun in the position evideയാണ് northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer ലാണ് സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ. Understood? At that time, what is the result? Long day and short night in northern hemisphere. Then winter solstice, the position of the sun is in the tropic of Capricorn, the month December 22nd. What is the result? Long then the night and short day in the northern hemisphere. It is known as the winter solstice. Then don't you understand equinox? What is equinox? Summer solstice and winter solstice. So getting the summer season and the winter season, we are experiencing the summer and the winter season due to the apparent movement of the sun. Throughout the year, the sun is shifting from tropic of Cancer to tropic of Capricorn. When you tropic of Cancer, ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പോകുന്നില്ല 66, then here the north pole, 90 degree north pole, sun അങ്ങോട്ട് മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ട്രോപ്പിക് ഓഫ് ക്യാൻസർ കഴിഞ്ഞ പിന്നെ സൺ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വരുന്നത് ഈക്വേറ്ററിലേക്കാണ് വരുന്നത്. Like that, after the tropic of Capricorn, the sun never moves to 66 Antarctic circle. Then here the 90 degree south. ഇങ്ങോട്ടൊന്നും ആരും പോകുന്നില്ല, സൺ പോകുന്നില്ല. ഇവിടെ വരെ വന്ന് സൺ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണ്? രണ്ടാമതും equator-ലേക്ക് പോകും. Then again sun moving towards the tropic of Cancer, then again moving towards the equator. So ഓർത്തിരിക്കേണ്ടത് March 21st and September 23rd, the position of the sun is over the equator. This is known as the equinox. The result of the equinox is Cancer. At the time, then the long day and short night in the northern hemisphere. It is known as the summer solstice. Then again sun position is again shifting. September 23rd, again sun is over the equator. It is known as the equinox, getting the equal day and night in both the hemisphere. Then again sun is moving towards the tropic of Capricorn and reaches December 22nd over the tropic of Capricorn. The position of the sun is in the southern hemisphere. At the time, long night and short day in the northern hemisphere. It is known as the winter solstice. Understood? Equinox, summer solstice and winter solstice. Okay. Then next we are going to study. Then there is an two season, main two season, summer and winter season. I already told the previous classes, summer and winter season. Then yes, okay. Then between these two seasons, summer and winter season, there is a two transition period is also there, and that period is the summer and winter, then spring and autumn season. Between the summer and winter season, there is a two transition season, that is the spring and autumn season. Understood? Then northern hemisphere summer and the northern hemisphere winter. We are considering the northern hemisphere spring and autumn season. Then winter, spring season. Spring and autumn is the two transition season. Then spring season is the transition season from winter to summer. വിന്ററിന്റെ സമ്മറിന്റെയും വിന്ററിൽ നിന്ന് സമ്മറിലേക്കുള്ള ആ നേച്ചറിന്റെ ആ ട്രാൻസിഷൻ പീരിയഡ് ആണ് എന്ത് സ്പ്രിംഗ്. അതിന്റെ ഇടയ്ക്കുള്ള ട്രാൻസിഷൻ സീസൺ ആണ് എന്ത് സ്പ്രിംഗ് സീസൺ. ഓർത്തിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡറിംഗ് ദ നോർത്തേൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയർ വിന്റർ സീസൺ. നമുക്ക് വിന്റർ സീസൺ കിട്ടുന്ന എപ്പോഴാണ്? നവംബർ, ഒക്ടോബർ, നവംബർ ആൻഡ് ഡിസംബർ. From the winter to summer, there is a transition season, that is the spring season. At that spring season, What is the important feature of the spring season? Spring season feature and then the plants is sprouting, and then the mango trees blooming, the mango trees blooming, and jackfruit trees bearing buds. അതായത് ചക്കയും മാങ്ങയും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ഒരു കാലമാണ് the spring season. അതായത് after the winter season, we are considering the northern hemisphere. Winter season കഴിഞ്ഞ് സമ്മറിലേക്കുള്ള ആ സീസണൽ ചേഞ്ചിന്റെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് വരുന്ന സീസണാണ് the spring season. അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലെ ചക്കയും മാങ്ങയും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ഒരു കാലമാണ്. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ ഓർത്ത് നോക്കിയേ, ഒക്ടോബർ നവംബർ ഡിസംബർ കഴിഞ്ഞ് ജനുവരി ഫെബ്രുവരി മാർച്ച് ഒക്കെ ആകുമ്പോഴേക്കും നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ ഒരുപാട് ചക്കയും മാങ്ങി അതുപോലെ തന്നെ പ്ലാന്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ നല്ലോണം ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ഒരു സീസൺ ആണ് സ്പ്രിംഗ് സീസൺ. Then autumn season, then that is the transition from summer to winter. That is the autumn season. Autumn season the peculiarity, the trees shed the leaves. അതായത് വിന്റർ സീസണെ വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ട്രീസ് ഷെഡ് ദ, that is the autumn season. That is the transition period from summer to winter. Understand that summer to winter, autumn season, and winter to spring, winter to summer, spring season. Okay, there is a two transition season, spring season and autumn season, and the main season summer and winter. We are considering the northern hemisphere and not the southern hemisphere. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്താണോ അതിന്റെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും എവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്? സദർൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ സമ്മർ ആണെങ്കിൽ സദർൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിൽ എന്തായിരിക്കും? വിന്റർ ആയിരിക്കും. ദെൻ ഇവിടെ വിന്റർ ആണെങ്കിൽ സദർൺ ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിലെ സമ്മർ ആയിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ ഓൾ ഓഫ് യു ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദ സ്ക്രീൻ. Over the equator on March 21st and September 23rd. What is the result of the equinox? Getting the equal day and night in both hemisphere. Two hemisphere getting the equal day and night. Okay, then second summer solstice. The position of the sun is vertically over the Tropic of Cancer. The position of the sun is vertically over the Tropic of Cancer. June 21st. What is the result of summer solstice? Longest day and short night in the northern hemisphere. അപ്പോൾ northern hemisphereലെ sun ആയിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ എന്താ കിട്ടുന്നത്? The position of the sun is over the Tropic of Capricorn, and what is the result? Getting northern hemisphere there is a long night and short day. Understand? Then again look at the another table. Your textbook, there is in one table is there. All of you look at the screen. If you have the textbook, look at the textbook. Otherwise look at the screen. Month from March to June. Month from March 21st to June 21st. Apparent movement of the sun from the equator to Tropic of Cancer. The movement of the sun from the equator to Tropic of Cancer. At the time northern hemisphere spring season. Okay, then so southern hemisphere autumn. Spring in northern hemisphere spring വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ southern autumn ആയിരിക്കും. സമ്മർ വന്ന അത് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ്. അത് അത്ര ഒരു ഹെമിസ്ഫിയറിനെ പഠിച്ചു വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ആണ് അടുത്തതായിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ നോർത്തേൺ പഠിച്ചു വെക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, ഫ്രം ജൂൺ 21st to September 23rd. You just imagine that from Tropic of Cancer to the equator. June 21st ലെ പൊസിഷൻ, സണ്ണിന്റെ പൊസിഷൻ എവിടെയാണ്? Tropic of Cancer ലാണ്. September 23rd ആകുമ്പോൾ ഇക്വേറ്ററിലേക്ക് വരും. അപ്പോൾ apparent movement of the sun from Tropic of Cancer to the equator. Then northern hemisphere summer season. Then after that September 23rd to December 22nd from the equator to Tropic of Capricorn. I already explained everything now. From September 23rd to December 22nd. The apparent movement of the sun from equator to Tropic of Capricorn. At that time northern hemisphere autumn season. Autumn season. Then from December 22nd to March. From December 22nd to March, the movement of the sun. Then from Tropic of Capricorn to equator. From December 22nd to March 21st, from the Tropic of Capricorn to the equator and the northern hemisphere winter season. Understood? Okay, students, listen to me. I hope that you all are understood that topic, very important topic, equinox, summer solstice and winter solstice. Better to draw this simple picture in the notebook, and then from this picture we can explain, looking to the picture, and we can explain the what is equinox, summer solstice and winter solstice. Understand? There is two seasons, very important two seasons, summer and winter season. We are considering the northern hemisphere, summer and winter season. Then winter, between these two seasons there is a two transition season also. Then winter to summer, spring season, and summer to winter, autumn season. Two transition seasons are there, and I have already told the important peculiarities of the spring and autumn season. Autumn, spring season jackfruit, mangoes, ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന കാലമാണ് in the spring season, and autumn season trees shed the leaves. Understand? Okay. I hope that you all are following me, and I conclude my class. Okay. Thank you.